But Friday night came and went. Saturday afternoon at the MCG, the Pies arrived. And the first qualifying final went the way of Collingwood. It was tight in the end. 7 points the Eagles got it back to. The Eagles were outstanding, ferocious, but Maxi, you were underdone, you had injuries, you got through.
Yeah, mate, it was a tough game. We knew it was going to be tough conditions, but look, the Eagles are sensational. You can see Quinton Lynch, he can snap a ball. I guess I underestimated him. We know he has a long kick, but he can really snap it. Pritis there actually worked forward really well this year and snagged a goal there. Mick wasn't too impressed with us at different stages, as happens a lot of games. Sherrod Wellingham here has been, it was good to have him back in some good form because he had a groin injury, and good to have him back. And there's some desperate Luke Ball action, which we always see. Adam Selwood here, we actually thought he knocked himself out. He hit his head on the post and looked like he was in a bit of trouble there. Andrew Cracker does what he does best, and that was in the last quarter, which was important for us. And I reckon Lacroix would kick 19 out of 20 of those if he was just there, just practising. He's that good at it these days. And again, Andy Cracker, his first final as well. He's played over 100 games with Richmond and Collingwood, and great for him to actually get his first final and first win on the board. See, Cox got subbed out, not quite sure what that injury is, and Nat Nui stood up. This was the start of the last quarter. Lynch kicked the goal, which was important for them, and again, so he was the one trying to drag him through and get the win for him. Alex Fasolo got the handball out there to Luke Ball, and that is all class, and we love Luke Ball because he does that for us time and time again. So three things I learned. Number one, the Eagles' pressure is incredible and was incredible yesterday. They had over 100 tackles, which is just sensational. Harry O'Brien played the complete defender's game. He was amazing, offensively and defensively. And good things come to those who wait. Alex Fasolo was waiting, substitute, had the green vest on. As you can see, he's warming up all day, and 5 minutes to go there, finally came on, wins a contested footy out to Bawley, who kicks the goal. And then we see after the siren, he kicks a goal from about 60 metres straight through the middle and seals the deal. So obviously it was tough for him to be sitting there in his first final, but he did the job when he came on.
I think a forward cut up that tape, because no mention of Heath, yourself, Leon Davis, Harry O'Brien, you mentioned him at the end, Chris Tarrant on TV, because yesterday that back six was just absolutely magnificent.
That tends to happen. Everyone just wants to see the goals, so we just let them watch the goals. And
yeah. But how important were they? Seriously, it was an amazing performance. Size, you were outsized, and you just dominated after quarter time.
Yeah, obviously we lost Benny Reid, and he's probably going to be an All-Australian this year, so that was pretty tough for us. But we had a job to do, and we knew that our guys would stand up when they had to.
What about your day, Maxie? You got the crook thumb. There was a lot of doubt coming in. You couldn't tell. You punched both left and right hand. It's your right thumb that's been injured, but you didn't favour it at all. Were you happy how you got through?
Yeah, really happy. Obviously, I mean, you don't quite know your fitness and what you're going to do. But look, I was wrapped, but just wrapped to play my role. And as I said, the guys back there were sensational. And in the end, West Coast, you can't talk highly enough of them. They were really good, and they put it up to us all day. So good to get over the line.
Alex Fasolo was a sub for the Pies. A man that finished as a sub for the Eagles is a man that very rarely wears the red vest. Dean Cox, what did we make of? Is it the ankle, you think, Maxie?
Well, they said back spasms, Maxie, but it also looked like an ankle. So I don't know if you'd have a spasm through the back from the ankle.
Everything's attached.
Yeah, so.
It's definitely his body.
Yeah.
But you were playing on him at the time.
He seemed, when I spotted him, he seemed to come down on his ankle, but he did come back on after that, so it's not to say that was the actual injury. It could have been his back. So, yeah, he's obviously very important to him, and they're going to be hoping that he'll be right for this week.
You know, you pick up the papers after a couple of great games of football, and the headlines again about racism in the crowds, and everyone thinks we're picking on Collingwood supporters, and we're not. We're trying to stamp it out everywhere, but you played on Nick Naitanui. Apparently, he was the target of racist attacks yesterday. Were you aware of anything, Maxie?
Not until I saw that today. It's just as a fan, but I was on the full back line with him all day, and I did not hear one thing. Not to say it didn't happen, but if it did happen, then he got kicked out, and that's what we want. We don't want that in football at any stage, and particularly when there's kids around as well. So,
well said, Maxie. Sherrod Wellingham, Robbo, hard for Nick Maxwell to comment. Is he got anything to worry about from yesterday afternoon? 2 hits, Waters and Lacroix.
I reckon he got him high in the shoulder more than their head, a little bit in the head, but not too bad. Next one. He's an idiot, Sherrod, for doing it. You know, he said after the game he likes to play angry, but you don't run that risk of throwing back the elbow. What will go in his favour was it was minor impact, if anything. It hit him, but nothing major. He's going to be very lucky, I reckon, Wellingham, and get off both.